'Twas the week before Christmas, and oh my word, what just happened to my house? This morning, our girls left for New York City. It's a great opportunity and a fun trip. However, they're both busy with jobs and school and theater and choir and church, and they had to rush to catch up on laundry and pack. This is the results. Pretty much a catastrophe all over the house. There's unfolded laundry, spilt purses, and different art supplies from last-minute Christmas projects, a dining room table full of an assortment of goodies and things collected from gifts and parties that needs to be put away or thrown away or organized, blinds to be dusted, floors to be swept and mopped, dishes to be washed and put away, pumpkins to be baked and made into pies, plus all of the regular dusting and cleaning that needs to be done, as well as the holiday cleanup. Understandably, when a house gets this messy and seems out of control, it is a bit unnerving. But rest assured, there is a method to the madness and some ways to clean all of the mess up in a few hours that will keep you from losing your mind. Let's explore the way to organize and clean an out-of-control house. Step number 1 is to bring some order to the disorder. When I was younger, I would attack this mess willy-nilly. Pick up a shoe here, put up a plate there, maybe dust a little bit. Not the best way to do things. To keep things in order and to see progress and not feel like you're going in circles, start at one side of the room and work your way over. That way you can see your progress as you go and really feel like you're accomplishing something in this chaotic mess. Now, with all the clutter clear and out of the way, you can start to focus on the nitty-gritty of the cleaning. Just as we went from one side of the room to the other, now we're going to go from top to bottom, cleaning cobwebs and fans to begin with. For the ceiling fans, there is a tool specifically made for ceiling fans. I don't own one. It's kind of like the Webster that I use to get the spiderwebs off the walls in the corners and things, but it has like a hollow brush on the end that you can actually fit over the ceiling fan. I don't own one of those, but I do have lots of these microfiber cloths, and I have found that they work really well on everything pretty much, because the texture, it's like there's millions of little fingers on there that grab that dirt and won't let go. So you don't have all of that dust falling down in your face. So I'm just going to use a dry microfiber cloth to clean my fans. Starting up at the top where it attaches to the ceiling, there's some cobwebs up here. And also all of the metal, all of the joints where it attaches the blades, and then I'll work on the light fixture last. It's easy to forget about your ceiling fans, especially if you're like us and they're running almost year-round. But once you stop them, you can see that you really do need to take time every month or two to clean those off, because all of that is the dust that's been circulating in your room. You can see there's dust hair, all the gross stuff that makes up dust. I don't want this to distribute through my room once I restart the fan. I do a quick wipe on the bottom of the blade, and then around the edges, just so I don't have that falling down on my table or in my face. And then do a pretty detailed going over the top of the blade, just grabbing all of that loose dust. Again, these microfiber cloths are wonderful for dusting, cleaning mirrors, and everything. They work much better than a regular terry cloth towel or paper towel. Then I'm going to go around the edges one more time and finish off with the bottom of the blade. Now it's nice and clean. Now to do the rest of them. the blades and the metal's all clean, I can work on the light fixture. First thing I'm going to do is turn the light fixture off at the fan and at the wall. Every fixture is a little bit different, but for this one, we unscrew this little part here. Now, if this were really grimy, I could actually take the pull chain all the way off and totally remove it, but I'm just going to take my microfiber cloth this time, wipe off the light bulbs, get out some cobwebs, and give this a good dusting on the inside, because there's really no buildup or anything like that on it. It's all just loose dust and cobwebs, a few dead bugs. So I'll just wipe that out. So you don't always have to take it all the way off. Maybe once or twice a year, take it all the way off to give it a washing in the sink or with some glass cleaner. But this is just a maintenance cleaning. And there's no buildup or residue. Just going to screw this back on to where it's nice and snug against the top. Okay, and then when that's nice and secure, this is just the decorative finial that covers it. It really doesn't do much to hold it on, but we still want to make sure it's on and secure. At the outside of the globe, one more wiping, just with a dry microfiber cloth. All right, good as new. Now I can move on to everything mounted to the walls, all of our clocks, wall hangings, in our case guitars, mirrors, pictures, all of that good stuff. For that, again, I will use a nice microfiber cloth to make quick work. And for the mirrors, I'll use a little glass cleaner in addition to the microfiber towel to make them shine like never before. Whenever you're cleaning mirrors or any kind of glass that's mounted to the wall, it's always a good idea to spray your cloth rather than the mirror itself. Reason is, if you spray the mirror itself, it can actually seep behind the mirror and start to deteriorate the backing that makes the mirror work. A lot of times you'll see mirrors that have clear glass around the edges, or it looks black and kind of ragged. The reason is because some type of cleaner or water has gotten behind that mirror. Spray your rag, then wipe your mirror top to bottom. After I've gone over the mirror with the glass cleaner, I turn my cloth inside out to use another side and just kind of give it a good polish with the dry side. I'll do the same thing for all the other mirrors and any glass windows, the glass face of the clock, anything that's on the wall level of the room. I've yet to meet anyone who enjoys cleaning windows, but using the microfiber cloth and some spray, this is an aerosol foam type glass cleaner, makes it a whole lot easier. I switched to the foam type cleaner years ago. We have a beautiful funeral home not too far from where we live, and one day I saw the person cleaning the windows and they always look crystal clear and so shiny, and I asked, how do you get them so clean? And he showed me that he used an aerosol foaming cleaner rather than the spray cleaner. These are the windows that tilt in. It makes it a lot easier to clean the outside of the windows, but if I'm really in a hurry, I give them a hosing down from the outside of the house, as long as the weather is above freezing. That's the fastest way. I do have a few tricks using a Swiffer mop that I'll show you another day. Another chore that's not very fun but must be done is dusting the blinds. Today I have a shortcut, compliments of a person who is a house cleaner who taught me a fast way to go over and get the dust off. I am going to be doing a side-by-side comparison soon of a secret that I'm thinking may be able to cut back on time between dusting the blinds. Today this is just a fast going over tip. First thing you want to do is shut the blinds, put a little bit of furniture polish on your microfiber cloth, start at the top and from the top to the bottom. Now what you're going to notice about the blinds when they're closed is you're missing a little gap here with them closed. We're going to take care of that in just a minute. Alright, so with the microfiber cloth we've already dusted this section down. Now you're going to flip the blinds. And what you've done now is on the opposite side you've exposed this part that was hidden. So I'm going to go behind the blind and clean from over there, and that way the entire surface of the blind has been cleaned. I'm going to do the same thing from top to bottom. I'll do the same thing for the back side. Now the complete blind has been dusted top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, that fast. Now that everything at wall level is done, we can get on to dusting surfaces. Again, my trusty microfiber cloth is all that I need. I'm going to fold it into 8 so that I can use 8 surfaces. Just wipe the surface with that microfiber cloth, as easy as that. And then after you use all 8 surfaces, take your cloth outside, shake it out, and you're good to go for 8 more surfaces. A neat idea that I learned at a friend's beach home is that if you have an antique piece of wooden furniture, you can have a piece of thin plexiglass cut to fit the top surface to protect it. I still like to polish the wood every now and then underneath, but it definitely protects the wood. You don't want to use any paper towels on the top because, think about it, paper towels are made of wood. Wood would scratch plastic. Stick with your microfiber cloth, and a quick dusting is all that it takes to keep the surface of any wooden or antique furniture looking great. It's especially important to remember to clean all of these ledges if you have little ones that can reach the ledges with their fingers and then inevitably will put their fingers in their mouths, because dust, even common white household dust, is well known for having lead. We want to keep that lead away from our little ones. The final 3 things I need to do to get this out of control room back under control before I leave for a party in about an hour is to take a microfiber cloth. This is a microfiber cover for the mop. Go around, and I'm going to take that cloth and clean off all of the baseboards to knock the dust off. Then I'm going to run my robotic vacuum. I know we don't all have those. That was a Christmas gift a few years back. Huge time saver. That's going to go around the edges, pick up all of the dust that I've knocked off, and clean the surface of the floor. Last, I will take a dampened microfiber insert that goes on my Bana mop, go over the floor to get up any minor crustiness that I may find, and then I'm done. Jump in the shower, head off to an office Christmas party, and come back to edit this video. I hope that today's video has been helpful. I've tried to pack it with as many tips as I could for a quick cleanup of a house that is completely out of control. These aren't detailed instructions, and I'll be doing more specific cleaning videos for things such as mirrors and shades. So be looking for those in the future. Thanks so much for joining me. If I don't see you before then, have a very Merry Christmas. Don't be overwhelmed by the clutter. Just put an order to the disorder. I'll see you next week. There's all kinds of ticks and don't worry, your uncontrollable mouse